These are the statutes and ordinances that you shall keep to perform in the land which the Lord of your fathers gives you to possess all the days that you live on the earth. You shall utterly destroy from all the places where the nations that you shall possess worship their gods, upon the lofty mountains and upon the hills and under every lush tree. You shall tear down their altars, smash their monuments, burn their asherim with fire, cut down the graven images of their gods, and destroy their name from that place. You shall not do so to the Lord your God, but only to the place which the Lord your God has chose from all your tribes to set his name there. You shall inquire after his dwelling and come there. There you shall bring your burnt offerings and your sacrifices and your tithes and the separation by your hand and your vows and your donations and the firstborn of your cattle and of your sheep. There you shall eat before the Lord your God, and you shall rejoice in all your endeavors, you and your households, as the Lord your God has blessed you. You shall not do as all the things that we do here this day, every man doing what he deems fit. For you have not yet come to the resting place, or to the inheritance which the Lord your God is giving you. You shall cross the Jordan and settle in the land the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance, and he will give you rest from all your enemies surrounding you, and you will dwell securely. And it will be that the place the Lord your God will choose in which to establish his name there, you shall bring all that I am commanding you, your burnt offerings and your sacrifices, your tithes, the separation by your hand, and the choice of vows which you will vow to the Lord. You shall rejoice before the Lord your God, you and your sons and your daughters and your men servants and your maid servants, and the Levite who is within your cities, for he has no portion of inheritance with you. Beware lest you offer up your burnt offerings any place you see, but only in the place the Lord will choose in one of your tribes. There you shall offer up your burnt offerings, and there you shall do all that I command you. However, in every desire of your soul you may slaughter and eat meat in all your cities, according to the blessing of the Lord your God, which he gave you. The unclean and the clean may eat thereof, as of the deer and as of the gazelle. However, you shall not eat the blood, you shall spill it on the ground like water. You may not eat within your cities the tithe of your grain, or of your wine, or of your oil, or the firstborn of your cattle, or of your sheep, or any of your vows that you will vow, or your donations, or the separation by your hand. You shall eat them before the Lord your God in the place the Lord your God will choose you. Your son, your daughter, your manservant, your maidservant, and the Levite who is in your cities, and you shall rejoice before the Lord your God in all your endeavors. Beware lest you forsake the Levite all your days upon your land. When the Lord your God expands your boundary as he has spoken to you, and you say, I will eat meat because your soul desires to eat meat, you may eat meat according to every desire of your soul. If the place the Lord your God chooses to put his name there will be distant from you, you may slaughter of your cattle and of your sheep, which the Lord has given you as I have commanded you, and you may eat in your cities, according to every desire of your soul. But as the deer and the gazelle are eaten, so may you eat them. The unclean and the clean alike may eat of them. However, be strong not to eat the blood, for the blood is the soul, and you shall not eat the soul with the flesh. You shall not eat it. You shall spill it on the ground like water. You shall not eat it, in order that it be good for you, for your children after you, when you do what is proper in the eyes of the Lord. However, your holy offerings which you will have, and your vows you shall carry, and come to the place that the Lord chooses, and you shall make your burnt offerings, the flesh and the blood, upon the altar of the Lord your God, and the blood of your sacrifices shall be poured upon the altar of the Lord your God, and you shall eat the flesh. Keep and hearken to all these words that I command you, that it may benefit you and your children after you forever, when you do what is good and proper in the eyes of the Lord your God. When the Lord your God cuts off the nations to which you will come to drive them out from before you, and when you drive them out and dwell in their land, beware lest you be attracted after them, after they are exterminated from before you, and lest you Inquire about their gods, saying, how do these nations serve their gods? And I will do likewise. You shall not do so to the Lord your God, for every abomination to the Lord which he hates they did to their gods, for also their sons and their daughters they would burn in fire to their gods.